Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Brandon Ruffin. Today I'm joined by my guest LaRussell from the Bay. We talk about everything from financial literacy to him having 21 projects out, which I think is insane. But it's a great conversation. Come tap in. LaRussell.
What's up, dog?
Hey man, you know I can't complain, man. I'm glad to be here talking to you, man, chopping it up. I want to say congratulations on the project. I hate when the life's going great. Definitely want to get into that. But I was doing some research, bro, and I saw that you've released like 19 projects since 2018. Is that true?
Come on, man. What we doing? 21 of them.
That's true? 21?
Come on, 21, man.
Hey, you a
The
madman,
count
man.
is off.
Tell me a little bit about your process though. Like, are you always in album mode? Talk to me.
Yeah, generally, album mode is just life. I'm always alive, so that we just naturally in that state. I've just kind of built up a ton of music, so for me, it's really just trying to get this shit out and share. But yeah, man, album mode is always active as long as I'm living.
Are you always recording or do you take breaks? How do you go about that?
No, I actually don't record often, but when I do record, I record abundantly. So I might record for 3 days, but I'm in there for hours, and I'm leaving with 20 songs. So I
Yeah.
don't record a bunch, but when I do, I'm in there. I'm locked.
Obviously, most of the people you came out with, LaRussell, they don't have 21 projects out. Do you feel like
Yeah,
that puts you ahead of the curve a little bit as far as with your peers?
definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. I've got the experience and the catalog of someone who's been in the game for 10 years.
Right.
Some people are in it for 10 years and they don't have 21 albums. So I've definitely been able to expedite just my impact and my legacy.
So being from the Bay, how do you think that scene has helped inspire you or maybe help you evolve as not just an artist, but a person?
You got to be independent out here, right? It's no infrastructure. So it ain't no big dream of like, oh, I'm gonna go downtown and rap for Hove, or I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna rap
Yeah.
for the whatever record label. Like that shit don't exist here. You got to
Right.
be indie and just build a different muscle. You really got to learn how to make that shit happen out of nothing. You feel
Right.
me? Like there's no, you be waiting forever if you was waiting on somebody.
Yeah. You gotta hustle.
So, right, it's just one of those zones where you absolutely have to hustle, and I feel like it's just molded that energy in me. I'm a nigga who gonna figure it out.
Do you think the Bay is slept on at all? How do you feel about that?
No, definitely not. I
Right.
feel like every region gets its just due by whatever they're doing. Like when we perform at a top tier level, everybody knows we exist. When we're not performing at that level, people are just watching other games.
Just getting into this project a little bit. You collabed with Def Hef. Tell me a little bit about that relationship and tell me about the process. Was it different on this album?
Man, I met Def Hef through someone named Zali, who's he used to produce for Kyle, and he's done some really dope big music videos, and he linked us in, and yeah, man, we just caught a vibe. I just love his sound. It's so unique and so different, and he has those beats where it's like, bro, what is this when you hear it? And it's not too
Yeah.
many artists that could tackle that. So we just enjoy working with one another. It wasn't much different from all my other albums. It's really just me working with someone I'm a fan of, and we make some really dope shit.
Now, you're a big businessman just as much as you are an artist. Do you think that those two things can conflict with each other, especially when it's album time?
Everything is art to me. The way I do
Right.
business is art to me as well. It's just another way for me to display my art and to stand on what I stand on. The same with my music. My music is just a way for me to stand on what I stand on. So they operate in the same capacity.
How important is financial literacy to you?
Extremely. Not in the sense that people kind of push it in terms of like trying to save like your way to freedom and shit like that, but just in the
Right.
instance of knowing how to allocate money, like you feel me, what to put your money into. But that's
Yeah.
something that you only become financially literate by using finances. You feel me? Like it's not some shit that you really go and study for and learn. There's some shit you have to apply. Like, bro, I had to run through a lot of money to get here. And I'm
Right.
glad that no one got in my way and was like, no, you need to allocate this for saving. Like, nah, I spent everything. I want
Yeah.
everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think that's one of those things that just come with you getting money. As you get in money, you learn how to play with money. And as you start playing with money, you learn what works and what doesn't.
Right. I mean, we've seen the story way too often. Young artists come in here, they don't know where their money's going, don't know where it's coming from. They're just spending, 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 and they don't really have any guidance. So, segue, tell me a little bit about Good Company and what are some of the ways that you guys are helping these younger artists or any artists?
Man, we're just helping by being present,
Right.
being active, being supportive, by demonstrating. I think
Right.
that's the greatest assistance I lead to any artist, is laying a blueprint. There's other artists who sell their albums direct now and they make money and don't have to wait 3 months for streaming. And that's from me doing what I do. So ultimately, the greatest help I feel like for me is just being myself, laying that blueprint, something for you to follow and something for you to utilize and learn from. And then beyond that, it's just being assistive where we can be. I always I won't always do everything, but I always do something, and I lend my hand where I can.
Yeah, y'all have a really dope video series actually. Tell me a little bit about how the visuals came into play.
Yeah, man. So we started the live session. That was a COVID baby making content. I was trying to make content to release my album, and one of my homies had a dope shop, and she allowed us to just cultivate into that space, and we built something monumental.
Yeah.
End up moving it to the garage and did another 100 episodes, and it was just something we just enjoyed doing at the time. I just had a lot of passion for just trying to display local talent and just listening to music.
You've been co-signed by the likes of legends. We talking about legends, LaRussell.
Come on,
Talking about
come
Erykah
on.
Badu. We're talking about Charlamagne Tha God, and that's just the name of few, man. That's just the name
Yeah.
of few. Tell me some of the gems that you picked up in just talking to these guys and these people, these heavyweights.
Man, man, it'd be mutual conversation, like we're
Hey,
just both learning from one another. I just, 40 laced me with affirmation and game, but it's really man, it's never really I'm never sitting with these people in like
and all.
a student teacher type capacity. It's always like
Right.
a student capacity, and it's really beautiful.
Because you can't stop learning. You always
Right?
have to learn, right?
Right, and that's the thing. Like the new niggas and the young niggas they doing something right. We doing something correct and new too, and they learning and picking up from our game. So it's just beautiful to have like mutually beneficial situations.
And that kind of dips into what I was going to ask you next, man. Like, what legacy would you like to leave behind? Everybody can't like you, can't be loved by everyone, but what's a legacy that you would be happy with?
The one I'm leaving.
Right.
I think that the action is the best way to kind of put that. It's hard to really define my legacy. It's like just the one that I'm currently leaving, just moving from the heart and supporting people and putting out dope music and great content, and you feel me, just helping the community, doing regular human shit that niggas just should do.
Tell me a little bit about, man. So what can we look forward to? What have you been working on, man?
Man, I got tons of music. When I say albums on out,
I believe you.
I released about 15 albums just in the past year.
Right.
And I got another 15 more. I'm trying to lead a game with 50 points on the board. So I'm just working. I'm just working. That's my goal. I want a Kobe game. I'm trying to drop 60 and then I'm out of here. I want to retire and just chill.
Drop 60 and be gone.
Drop 60, you feel me? Drop 60 and I'm out of there.
Hell yeah, man. Well, it was great talking to you, brother. Congratulations on the project, and everything is phenomenal. The music is great. The business looks phenomenal. Congratulations on everything, man. Much blessings to you. It was great talking to you.
Honored, man. I appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Come on.
All right.